Okay, so I'm just going to quickly explain what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. Considering I don't know exactly what's happening, we've just got a general guideline. So I've sent you out this particular document here, and you'll notice that it has certain dates, and essentially it's split up into weeks. And if you'll see in this section here, it's got, some red little writing here. That pretty much says that there's an additional resource where I'm either explaining what's happening, a commentary of the PowerPoint, and if there's board notes associated with it. Alright, you've got Ed Rollo here as well, so those links, you just click on them and they go straight to it. You've also got the learning activities. Follow this checklist because this has been pared down. Alright, this red, so it's got the due date, it usually tells you, what's due that day, and that's why it's got it on there. And that is just what's in there. You'll see that it's got the check-in. This, pretty much anyone can check in at that time. However, I have just assigned that particular time for those people in this particular list here. And what you might notice is if you want to ask me a question, just ask it whenever. I'm not particularly concerned, but I have to allocate a certain time for us to actually talk. You'll see here in this section, which is the worksheets, right? Erickson's summary table. If it's in red, it means that there's some sort of worksheet associated with that. And I'll explain what they are. So I actually go through what each of them are and what you need to do. There's some videos. Most of the time I've removed the learning activities. This one here has a workbook, and there'll be an explaining resource here as well. And it's got the due date. Most of them are due by Friday 5 p.m. Unless it's like a small worksheet, most of the workbooks are due by the Friday 5 p.m. You have to submit it, or you end up getting a evidence of no learning, and I have to contact home. You don't want that. So make sure you get them done. And so I've removed a majority of the learning activities because of that. You still have PowerPoints, which are there, and I explain them. So there's a commentary one, and I'll explain where they are in a moment. So if you go to Compass Learning Tasks, and you'll see that I've already put up the logbooks and when they're due. You'll see it's got online workbook, online workbook, online workbook. Right, this is where those things are. It's got the due dates already there. Now, you can find all the resources, and I'll keep adding to this, under class resources, under online learning. And our topic to begin with is psychological development, and they're in here. If you see attachment emotional development, that is the PowerPoint with my commentary. Right, same sort of thing. So we did attachment already, so that was last term. Cognitive development, that is the next one. Then you've got psychological development, and then you've got atypical development. So that has the commentary there. And you'll notice that it says the board notes. I've actually written up the board notes that I would have written in class, if not a little bit more so it goes into more detail. So you can hear my commentary, so what you would have heard anyway. And if you want to just get the notes off it, you can just go straight back to this one here, and these are the normal ones anyway. So just follow the numbers and you'll be able to work it out. So nothing's changed here. Just make sure that you follow along. There will be quite a few questions and emails sent out. Please make sure, and I'll just go back to the dashboard, that you are checking the class news feed, because it will have updates each week or each day. If you do not check in within the week with me, because we have to take sort of like an idea or an assessment, we will have to contact your parents. So please check in regularly with your teachers, even if it's a question every now and again. All right, just make sure at least once a week you check in with me. All right. Please be good. You need to study. All right? Please study.